So thanks for the call.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So the Lufkin, Crescent Tools, these tapes. I was out on a job site because I've got this new. I got to do an addition to an arena, a horsey thing. It will go out 14 feet, like they said. I proved it.
Oh, did you get your?
I did it 14 feet before.
Like,
I went 14 feet 4 inches and it went bink.
I couldn't get it past 13.
Nope, I got 14 feet.
So
and it was outside with a slight breeze.
Really?
Yes. But this tape is, and I got the other one. So they have one that's the yellow, your standard.
Mm-hmm.
I had the one that's all black with yellow numbers, and I am amazed how much easier it is to read.
Yes.
You would think it'd be the opposite.
I would think so.
But it's so much easier to read.
Really?
Yeah. That one was it's got black with what they call it, the highlight.
Yeah.
But anyway, it looks like it wouldn't be that good to use. But
it is.
Yes.
So then the other thing is, this thing's cool because it's got the front of it's got a roll cage, and everybody asked me what's it do.
Can you guys hold that in front of the camera?
Here, Rich, go ahead and hold that up there.
That one?
Right up there. So it's got
the roll cage.
There you go.
Oh, I can go back. Down.
Yep.
So it got a roll cage in the front, the lock. Anyway, so these are, Craftsman used to be a great tape. You go to Sears, you buy them, they break, and they used to give you a new one, and they don't anymore.
Right.
But this one's actually pretty heavy duty.
Well, so here's the thing.
Probably one of the better ones I've seen in a long time.
And I use a Stanley. Mostly I was always buying Stanleys. But they're a lot heavier. This one is lighter. The way the tape goes in and out is extremely smooth.
Yeah, I like that for shooting grades.
And that's where I was going to go. We were shooting grades when we were setting our sill plates, and we were making sure we were level. And I was using that.
We always did it this way.
Right.
And when you're doing it this way, you can make mistakes.
Yeah.
That makes it a little easier.
Yeah. And the numbers are on the front and the back.
I like that.
I don't need to have my glasses on to read it.
Do you have to worry? I'm always afraid of those things when you pull them in, that they're going to slice my hand off.
They can.
Eventually,
the trick is to keep the fingers out of the way.
Right.
So
okay.
No,
so
it's good, but then it's got the non-slippy.
Show the tips.
The tips.
So if you see that there on the tip,
turn it to the side. Yeah.
It's got a hook on the top and the bottom, but they diamond cut the end so that it's grippy.
Yeah.
Which sounds goofy, but I'm telling you, it really works. It makes a difference.
The only thing I never understood is the play. There's a 1/16 of an inch right there.
Sure, depends.
So I always check my tapes. Like when we do woodworking, I always hold things on the one.
Sure.
And add an inch.
Sure.
Because the tip can be enough to mess you up.
Well, it depends if you're pushing or pulling.
True story.
Because
that's my point. That's the 16th.
Yeah, that's the thickness of that
but
tip.
we call it woodworking, so
yes,
rough framing for a reason.
So that was the other thing I liked about this tape, and the other thing I haven't been able to use yet is
I have to excuse myself.
It's got that hole in the end. You want to show? You can on the Facebook people. You can show that it's got a hole in the end there.
And for what?
So you take a 16 penny nail.
Yeah.
Or I guess you could use a screw. You run that in there, and now you can draw circles because it spins perfectly. It goes around and around and around.
Is that what that's actually for?
I believe so. Because and it's also if you wanted a lanyard, if you needed to tie off, anybody that's doing high work, everything has to be on a lanyard, all your tools, so you don't drop it.
Right. Well, that's what I thought it was for.
But if you look in the end, it's got the lanyard slot, and then it's also got that nail. So because that's what I was drawing circles with it.
And the tape is exactly 3 inches. So if you bought something, you add 3.
Right.
But no, it's a nice tape. No, and like I said, I took mine out on a job the other day, and everybody was like, "Where'd you get that?"
Yeah.
It's just a tape, and they got excited about it.
So. The mechanism of the in and out is extremely smooth. It's lighter and smaller than a standard 25-foot tape, and it sounds stupid, but for a tape measure, I mean, this is the
it still doesn't call out the numbers though, because most of my guys can't read a tape. So I like when I ask you, well, what's the length? What do you need? What's the length? And they'll go like 24 and a half. I go, no, I'm asking you to tell me, not ask me. You can't read the numbers?
Yeah, exactly.
The third mark.
Right. It's like in the middle, but down one.
And we never talk in 16ths. You go to eighths. So if it was a little bit bigger than an eighth, so instead of saying 9/16, you'd say half inch or 5/8 strong.
Right. Half week. Yeah. Exactly. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with some more phone calls next. You are listening to
Mighty House.
This is Mighty House. Mighty House will return